In this video, we are going to see some simple formulas in Excel. Usually, like if you want to see the formula, what you can do is you can go to formula menu item and you can look for logical functions. So you have some logical functions are there, lookup and reference functions are there. This table is made up of some daily expense item. Let's say this is your date column, these are your items, okay, and these are your amounts that you have spent on this, right? What I want is I want to know from 1st January to 14th January, I want to know how much you have spent on vegetable. Let's say if I want to know that, right? So if you see, you cannot do through VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, etc. So here what we are doing is you have to search for vegetable, 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 vegetable. So you have searched for the vegetable, and then what you will do is you will add up this 100, 120, 100, 120. So you have 480 is the value, right? How I can do it using Excel, right? So let's say suppose I give you a value over here. So I say that I can put some, let's say data validation. I can put a list and I can put a source, this. So I want to know for fruits what is your expenditure, for snacks what is your expenditure. What I can do is we can use this sum if formula, right? So the idea is very clear. So sum if says that you sum if some condition is met, right? Note that if you have only one condition, then you are going to use sum if. If you have more than one condition, then you have another function which is sum ifs. So S stands for multiple, right? So you have sum if and then sum ifs. So let's say suppose I want to know what is your expenditure in snacks. What I will do is I will say sum if. So I'll say sum if, and then it is asking for the range, which range it should sum and what is the criteria, okay? So range and criteria and what is the sum range, so where you want to make the sum, right? So let's say suppose we want to make it over here, okay, that is the range. And what is the criteria over here? Criteria is that it should be equal to snacks, okay? And what is the sum range? Sum range is over here. So this is your sum range, and I can put bracket close and enter. So it says that 100 is the expenditure on a snack. So see, you have snacks 50, only one snacks, two snacks, so 100. If I change it to vegetable, so you have 440, not sorry 480, 440 is your expenditure. If I select fruits, you get 700 is the expenditure. So you can easily get the expenditure as per the amount that whatever the item you are selecting. Let's see what will be the use of sum ifs. Please note that the sum ifs will be used to find out the condition across the column. So as an example, if I want to know what is the expenditure on vegetable item on, let's say, day 1 January, right, I will be able to get through sum ifs. Okay, so as an example, let's say suppose we have this is also 1 January, okay, and I want to know what is the expenditure on vegetable on 1st of January. So what I will do is I will say sum ifs and sum range. Sum range is this is the sum, comma, the criteria. The criteria is, first criteria that the date should be equal to 1st January. So now first criteria is that the date should be equal to 1st January. Then my second criteria is that this item should be equal to vegetable. So what we can do is we can write vegetable and then we can close it. So see this, we have got 220 as the value. Why 220? Because on 1st January you had 100 as a vegetable amount, and another 1st January you had 120 as the vegetable amount. So this plus this is 220. So this is the amount of money that you have spent on vegetable and on 1st of January. So sum ifs will always be and condition over multiple columns. So that is the idea, right? So when you are saying ifs, multiple condition across the column, not on the same column. So if you say that give me the sum ifs, if you are saying sum ifs then this is your sum range. Okay, and first criteria is that this item is vegetable. Let's say I put veg star. Okay, and you put another criteria that this is fruits, then you put fruits. Okay, you will get 0. Why? Because there is no column, two columns where you have vegetable as well as fruits, so that is why it has gone to 0. Right, so please note that some ifs are across the multiple columns. Right, then if I want to know what is the money I have spent, okay, on an average in purchasing vegetable, right, so what you can do is you can use average if. So what we have is, so I have average if, to give the range. So this is the range. What the criteria is that it should be vegetable. So let's say we put veg star. And what the average range? This is where you are doing the sum, so that will be your average range. You break, so you have 110. So that means you have spent 440 total on vegetable, and average transaction size is 110. That means you have done 4 times transaction. So what you can do is you can also count it, how many times the transaction is done. So what I will do is I will copy this entire thing and paste it here, and I will say count the number of time. Okay, I have count if we are saying that the range and the criteria. So we are saying that this is the range C5 to C20, and the criteria it should be veg star. So see, I have got 4 counts. Right, so as the average also says, so this is your average and this is your count. Right, so same way count ifs will work across multiple columns. Right, same way average ifs will work across multiple columns. Then you have count blank. If I want to count the number of blank, let's say suppose here to here how many blanks are there. Right, so we can use this count blank. See, I have 3 blanks. How? 1, 2 and 3 blanks over here. So that will give you the count blank. Then I have count A. Count A, it counts the number of cells in a range that are not empty. So let's say suppose I have this many cells. Okay, so I have this many cells from here to here. Okay, right. So I want to know how many are non-empty. So as I can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are non-empty. See, 6 are non-empty. Please note that there is a difference between count A and count. Okay, count A will count anything whether it is a number or text, whereas count will only select the number. So as an example, see here, it will give me the value of 5. Why? Because this vegetable is not a number. So in this area, in this table, I have 6 values which is given by count A, but count will give only 5 values because vegetable is not a number. Right? And then you can find out max and min. So we can say what is the max amount. So we can similarly say what is the minimum amount. So max will find out from a column what is the maximum or minimum. Right? So these are some of the formulas that you will use quite often along with other activities in Excel. Right? Then there is one more item that is called as AND. Okay, please note that this AND or OR are logical functions. That is, their outcome will be true or false. As an example, if I say AND, okay, see this and they're saying that logical 1, logical 2. So whatever is the whatever conditions you are going to give over here, the value should come as logical. So let's just suppose and I say that whether this is equal to 20. Okay, so the value of that will be logically 1. Okay, yes, it will be 1. And if I say this condition, whether it is 200. So what I am saying that, tell me whether this is 20 and this is 200. If both are correct, then AND will give me 1 or true. See this, it has given me true value. Right? But if I say that the second one is 2000, it will give me false. So what I am saying is, with this condition I am saying that tell me whether this is 20 and this is 2000. So this is 20 correct, but this is not 2000. So the answer is, we are saying and this and this. So this is because outcome is 0 and this outcome is 1. So and of 1 and 0 will be 0. Okay. But if I put the same thing in OR, so let's see, if I put the same condition with OR will go for a value which is like one of them. If it is correct, it will return true. See, OR is returning true. So it is saying that, okay, this is true 1 and this is false 0. So overall we are interested in any one being true. So we are saying that, okay, this is true. So the outcome is 1. So that is what we got the value. Right? So this and or are used in many places to give let's say some logical conditions. So as an example, suppose let's say I want to see if there are any expenditure, okay, greater than, in this, let's say greater than 100. So let's say suppose if this is greater than 100, so it is false, right? Or if it is greater than 90, I will receive it's true, right? So depending on your requirement, you can use these functions, right? So these are quite handy.